What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers podcast. Today we'll be doing a free agency video. I'm your host, JT. That's me, and my host is my dad.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. Let's talk about it.
But first, don't forget to like.
And subscribe.
Okay, today was a big... Not today, but... It's been a big free agency. Sorry I didn't post last week. There wasn't enough news for us, kind of.
Yeah. But now there's an explosion of news with free agency starting, and that started back then. And we got a lot of players that came in and lost some players. But first, we want to talk about some guy named Brock Purdy, right?
Yeah, he got a surgery. It's successful. Not very important.
Yeah, right. It was done March 10th. The surgery was a success, like you said, and there was no need for some kind of replacement or big Tommy John surgery, and they just did a repair like they thought, and he should be ready to throw in 3 months and ready to almost game ready in 6 months. So should be close to the beginning of the regular season. So he'll probably miss some of the preseason and definitely, of course, the training camp and stuff like that. But we'll see where he's at. But we did get a contingency quarterback, third quarterback. We'll talk about that later, when we go through the free agents.
Okay, let's begin with a splash, just like the Niners did in free agency.
Woo-wee!
Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle from the Eagles, 4 years, $84 million, $40 million guaranteed.
Oh man, what a splash! That blew my mind when I heard that. I'm not very familiar with him actually. Not until this free agent signing. When I heard it, I was like, okay. But people say this is a big signing. He's the number one. He's like the biggest free agent out there. And from NFL.com, they did rank him. Take away all of the franchise tagged people and the people that got an extension.
Basically, the best remaining free agents.
Exactly, you're right. He was the number one ranked player on their free agent list. So, and we got him, and we took him from our rival right now, the NFC, the Eagles. So, strengthen our defensive line and hopefully weaken theirs too at the same time. So, great combination. It was amazing that they actually pulled it off. I was just thinking, they're just going to do some kind of, secondary free agents, not make any big moves. But, oh, man, they made the biggest move to strengthen our D-line. Man, it's awesome. The strong gets stronger, and the rich get richer. So he's great against the run, and he's a great pass rusher, right? How many sacks did he have last year?
11.
Ooh, if we get that kind of sack numbers and up the middle, man, then maybe both will even have a better year than last year. All right. So the next free agent that we signed was Clelin Ferrell,
a first round bust, unfortunately, but he's a good rotational player.
Yeah, I guess. When he got drafted, they go, "Oh, that's a reach," and I guess it was because he didn't pan out. So we signed for a 1 year deal, $2.5 million,
$1.82 million guaranteed.
You remember all that stuff? It's good. So he's a defensive end that's probably going to get some rotational work with Drake Jackson, whoever else we, have in the lineup for depth for defensive end, opposite of Nick Bosa, I'd assume. Not bad. We get these type of players, get them going again, and then they go off to free agency and sign a big deal, like, Arden Key and Gary Hyder and Menahu and things like that. All right, next player we signed, I believe, was Sam Darnold. That was I didn't know who we were going to pick up as a veteran free agent. There was tons of names out there. Teddy Bridgewater, Andy Dalton,
Baker Mayfield,
Mike White, Cooper Rush, Minshew. There's tons of people out there, right?
Matt Ryan, even.
Heineke, tons. But looks like they settled on Sam Darnold, right? I mean, he was like, number 3 overall? And it has something in common with Lance, huh? He was number 3 overall and never panned out. Although he did play pretty well that last stint with the Panthers. I think he went 4-2 in the last 6 games. So, hey, I don't know. He's a third stringer. Who knows?
Yeah, but we paid him 1 year, 4.5 million, 3.5 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a good amount of money. Compared to Nate Sudfeld, we guaranteed him $2 million and we still let him go. So who knows? Maybe we'll keep him. Maybe we won't. We'll find out. Hopefully he pans out. But like I was telling you before, Sam Darnold, Niner in uniform, just doesn't work for me right now. But maybe he'll change my mind and play well. All right. Next up.
Isaiah Oliver
Yes.
from the Falcons. A 2-year deal. We don't know what the money is right now, but I'm assuming it's semi-cheap.
Yeah. He's a
Slot cornerback.
Slot corner. He played most of it. He's a cornerback, but mostly in the slot with the Falcons. I heard he didn't play too well right off of the bat with the Falcons. Not until he came back from injury. They put him in the slot, and he had a good season in the slot. So, and we do need a slot corner since we let Jimmy Ward leave in free agency. There'll be some competition, I'm sure, to see who wins that slot corner position. But Isaiah Oliver has a chance. And like I said, not too much money probably. We'll find out about the contract details later. But yeah, so
and he intercepted Jimmy Garoppolo too.
Yeah, his one interception last year was against us. So,
but the thing is, it was a Hail Mary, so it was before halftime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So basically, he would have gotten 0 interceptions, kind of. Like I only count the interceptions that are, right before halftime, and one that's a Hail Mary right before the game ends.
Yeah, people just chucking it up just for hope. Yeah. But I did hear on a podcast they were saying, hey, Isaiah Oliver in the slot, he gives up like a 70-something
74, I think.
74 QB rating when Jimmy Ward last year did it, and he was in like 94 QB rating. So, and Oliver gave up 0 touchdowns in the slot, and Jimmy Ward gave up 4 touchdowns in the slot last year. So maybe it's an upgrade. We'll see. All right, next player. A safety, Miles Hartsfield.
Yeah, from the Panthers, 1-year deal. He only came here because of Steve Wilkes, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened just yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, probably, yeah, exactly. Steve Wilkes, our new defensive coordinator, is from the Panthers. Probably gave a little, say, hey, this guy's a free agent, bring him in. Special teams guy maybe.
Replacing Tarvarius Moore.
Yeah, safety, backup maybe. We'll see. He might not make it, but we'll see. So those are all the new 49ers. We can talk about the returning 49ers real quickly. Just go down the list real quick, okay?
Jake Brendel,
yes. Oh, man, he was a big free agent signing because we don't have a center. if we didn't get him. I heard the Niners were shopping around looking for other centers, free agent centers, before signing Brendel to a 4-year contract. Right, how much was it guaranteed? It was $20 million, right?
$8 million guaranteed.
Okay, not bad. Well, congrats to him. I like that we re-signed him. Continuity between quarterback and center are very important, And I didn't want like 2 offensive linemen, new ones, popping in for next season. So right tackle and center. I'm glad we were able to solidify one of them at least, and we re-signed Brendel. Another person we just signed, DFF, linebacker.
Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles.
Yes. He was restricted, but then we didn't tender him anything, so he became an unrestricted free agent, and I thought we were going to let him go then, But they signed him as a free agent again to a 1-year deal. So that's all right? What did you think about him?
He's a good special teamer, I think, and a good backup.
Okay, yeah. Well, next one we got back is Tayshaun Gibson. The guy, he had 5 interceptions last year. That was really good. Yeah, that was really good for a free safety. But the guy's a little on the older side, right? He signed a 1-year deal, $2.9 million. Most of it was guaranteed.
Yeah, $2.17 million.
The guy's
exact.
The guy's getting up there. He was talking about retirement. I don't know if he's going to play any more after this year. I'm afraid he won't. So I think we need to really think about the future, find another safety, maybe in the draft, and have him learn from Gibson this year and be a backup. All right, next one, Kevin Givens, defensive tackle.
Yeah, good rotational and depth piece. It was a 1 year, $2.1 million contract.
Yeah, that was good, right? I always like him. He plays pretty well, rotational, and even as a starter now and then he plays very well. All right, Javon Jennings is another one, of course, a wide receiver, a slot guy, big slot.
Restricted free agent.
Yeah, so we tendered him a 1 year deal. Boom, he's locked in for another year at least.
Well, he didn't officially sign yet.
Yeah, I wonder why. I don't know if he wants to sign a longer term contract or don't know. I don't know. But at least he's here for 1 more year. We'll see what happens after that when he's more maybe unrestricted. Or we're gonna break the bank and bring him back. Yeah, actually he won't make that much. Next one is defensive tackle T.Y. McGill.
Did not expect him to come back.
He played pretty well, and I guess we lost some other people maybe. I don't know, but he played pretty well. If he's cheap, he's a good rotation, I guess. He was a nice surprise since we signed him off the street. Next one is Colton McKivitz. This was an extension that was done before free agency. We signed him to a contract. Does that mean he's guaranteed our right tackle spot with the extension?
No, I think we could find someone else in the draft.
Will somebody in the late third round be able to unseat a veteran? That's tough, but you never know. It would be a good competition. May the best player, right tackle, win, right? Next person, I think you were excited the most excited to have a returning 49er
Yeah,
is?
the biggest extension of the whole NFL.
Tabor
Pepper, our long snapper.
Yeah,
3 years, $3.96 million extension.
You should have gotten more. Yeah.
I think it's good enough. It's enough to buy him more magic cards.
I think that's what he plays, huh? Yeah, he does those card openings too. Yeah. So we locked up a long snapper for 3 years. That's good. Solidify our special teams group. Now, some of the people that we will have to say goodbye to, so long and farewell. A couple of favorites of ours. Azeez Al-Shaair. Oh, man, I remember when he first started as backup, and he looked good, promising. Came up to be a starter, filled in for Fred Warner or Greenlaw, and played well, right? And we met him, too, at the training camp.
Yeah, I asked for his gloves, but he declined.
He did sign, right? He signed, didn't he? And took some pictures with us. Yeah. Well, anyway, he signed with the Titans. 3-year deal, $6 million.
Ram Carthen's there.
Yes.
New GM.
Yes. I thought he would make some more money than that, but oh well, that's just the market for linebackers, I guess. So long, Azeez. It was nice knowing you. Next one is Daniel Brunskill. Now, he filled in a lot for us in all different parts of the offensive line, center and guard and tackle. He was a do-it-all type of guy. But
Last year, he was rotating with Burford.
Yeah. I mean, originally in the beginning, he was trying to be the center, right? But then he got injured. Brennan just wanted by default, I guess. And, yeah. So they let him go, too. He went to the Titans also for a 2-year deal. Now, Samson Ebukam, our defensive end, he split to the Colts on a 3-year deal. That 3-year deal that's worth $27 million will give the Niners a comp pick, a fifth round. Yes, a fifth rounder in 2024. So cool for Ebukam, cool for the Niners. I guess it didn't work out so well with him. He wasn't the big, he wasn't like D Ford. He wasn't like a double-digit kind of sack guy, right?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
He was stuck at 5 sacks for a long time.
Yeah, that was his max, I think.
I think this year he got 5.5.
Yeah,
maybe
unfortunately, that didn't work out. I was hoping for more, but oh well. Next up, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G. Jimmy GQ. That was the man that helped turn this whole thing around, this whole franchise. We were playing terribly. It was the franchise was in the dumps. He came in at the trade deadline and went on a winning streak. You know, that's what the franchise needed. That's what the fans needed too. Some hope, and he gave it to him. And he gave us a Super Bowl, some NFC Championship games, and some hair-pulling moments too. Where it's like, what was he thinking? You know,
Yeah, I love those.
the good and the bad. Yes, I would say more good than bad. Good guy too. You know, I did get to meet him for a couple minutes, and real nice guy. So, good luck with the Raiders. You're gonna need it. He went for a 3-year deal, $67.5 million. I thought he was gonna make more on the open market, but not as much as I thought. I thought he'd get maybe 30 mil, but he didn't. His deal is great, but then with the one with Hargrave, right?
Cancels that out.
For comp picks. So we don't get any comp picks for him. All right. Next one.
Research. Okay. Next one.
Yeah, Research didn't do much. I think he was hurt a lot of times too. So he went to the Browns, 1-year deal. No problem. Okay. Next
Bye-bye.
one is Mike McGlinchey, our good old right tackle.
Yeah, he left the Broncos 5-year, $87.5 million. Let's applaud him leaving.
Well, we got to applaud too that he got so much money. My God, he's the highest paid guy, free agent that left us, even more than Jimmy G. That's amazing. Yeah, and because of that huge contract, we're going to get a comp pick, a 3rd-round comp pick right now for 2024. So that's as of now, that's how it is. McGlinchey's big contract helps us too. So long, McGlinchey. No more one-arm suplexes or anything that I can see you get flipped over by some guy who's 260 pounds.
Are we playing the Broncos next season?
I don't think so. Since we played him last season, I don't think we're playing him again.
It was just an ugly game too.
Yeah, that was a very ugly game. Probably the ugliest of any games last season. All right, next up, defensive back, safety, various more. I thought he had some potential. Never panned out for us.
Yeah, going to the Packers. Best he can do is be a good gunner. He is kind of fast.
Special teamer, yeah, that's about it. We never used him much as a safety, really. And then he got injured. Next up, Emmanuel Mosley.
This hurt.
I know, it did, right? It kind of hurt me. I was really hoping. He was just coming out. His coming out party was last season, and he played so well. And then he got hurt. I was like, oh, man. I was hoping he would do like a Jason Verrett, resign with us again, rehab, and then come back next year. But he found another team that wanted to pay him coming off ACL. Go figure. Right? He went to the Lions for a 1-year deal, $6 million. So, wish you would have stayed, but oh well. Next one up.
Charles Omenihu went to the Chiefs 2 years, $20 million. Probably went there just to win a Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to win the Super Bowl, yeah, people would be crowding to get into the Chiefs for sure. Omenihu was really good, I thought, for what we traded him for. I think a 6th-rounder late in the trading deadline time. And he played very well. Rotating. He could play inside, outside on the D-line. It's great. So, see ya, Omenihu. Next one is defensive tackle Hassan Ridgeway. I don't know how much he played for us. Not a whole lot.
He got hurt in the Dolphins game. Pectoral out for the rest of the season.
Okay. Well, he signed with the Texans. 1 year, $4 million, and that also gives us a comp pick with that one, a 7th-rounder, and the Mosley one gives us a 6th round for 2024 comp pick. And the last guy who left us and was probably with the Niners the longest out of this group was Jimmy Ward.
Yeah, he also went to the Texans 2 years, $13 million. Like you said, with Isaiah Oliver. He was a slot cornerback. I guess it made him mad that he didn't get to play free safety. Well, but I think he did pretty well as slot corner in terms of getting interceptions. He got 3.
Yeah, yeah. He's not. Jimmy Ward was never an interception kind of a ball hawking guy, but 3 is pretty good for him. I think that might be an all time high for him. So, see you, Jimmy Ward. It was nice knowing you for close to 10 years. Now, there's a few unrestricted free agents that still haven't been signed that might come back, might not. First one, my guy.
Ross Noelli.
Yes. He was so great that one year when we had all those injuries and
2020?
Was it? I think it was maybe the year before. 2020 or 2018?
2020 was the Super Bowl.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had
yeah.
much injuries.
You're right. There's tons of injury after the Super Bowl. You're right. I thought he could do a lot, and he played well tight end or fullback. He just hasn't gotten the chance. Doesn't seem like Shanahan cares to really put him in for plays. So, we lose him. The next one is Robbie Gould. Huh?
Big one. Like, we might have to draft a kicker. We might have to sign a different kicker. Because Robert Gould said he won't want to play with the 49ers anymore.
But yet he still hasn't been signed either. He's a free agent, and if nobody else wants to pay the high amount that he wants, he might come back. What'd you think?
I mean, I hope we can get him for a couple more years.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about kicker.
I would not like to worry about it either. But I'm kind of excited to see what's out there, get a change. I don't know.
Jake Moody, maybe we could draft.
Yeah, out of Michigan. He could be a guy that might work out. I don't know. All right, next one. Defensive end, Kerry Hyder. I like him. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, I hope he comes back too. 2020 was a good season for him. This season was. And he didn't do much. He's got 1 sack. And I guess he's a good rotational piece for us.
Yeah. I think he plays better when he has more time, when he's on the field longer, because he did great that time when he filled in for Nick Bosa. But, Kerry Hyder would be a great rotational piece, as always. Next one, cornerback.
Dante Johnson!
The guy never leaves. He's always a Niner for life.
Yeah, tore his ACL late season, and probably won't play the whole next season. And also make the Super Bowl or something like that. Or playoffs.
Yeah, he might not. Yeah, exactly. You're right. He's going to take a long time to rehab on that ACL, so we might not see him back this season. We might not if we're good on the cornerbacks. Next up, Josh Johnson. See ya.
Bye.
Next up, tight end Tyler Kroft.
Just like we're not using him at all.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Right. He looked good in the preseason, what I could tell. He had some pretty good hands, but didn't use any of our backup tight ends offensively much at all, except for Kittle. So we'll see. Maybe we'll draft a tight end. There's a deep draft class, supposedly. Next up, another tight end, Jordan Matthews.
Yeah, I just remember him as a cheerleader.
Yeah, you always see that right in the background when he's on the sideline cheering for Nick Bosa, was it?
Yeah, he's doing that flag play on Baker Mayfield, and then
he got pumped up.
Boom.
Oh, man. All right, next up, cornerback Jason Verrett. What are we going to do?
Not going to sign him.
Yeah, I think he should just retire. Coach if you want, or just take some time off, man. He's been rehabbing every single year he's been in the league almost. That's so tough. I don't know how he did it, but I think it's the end of the road for Jason Verrett and his NFL career. And the last unrestricted free agent,
Jordan Willis. I want to sign him. I want him on a 3-year deal.
As long as it's cheap, no problem. Yeah, he works for us. He works as a rotational guy. I like him. Bring him back. One more time. All right. So that's about it for all the free agents. The new ones, the old ones, the ones that are gone, the ones that are still hanging around. That's it for the free agent episode, huh? Pretty good?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I grade this all a B.
A B. Yeah. We lost a lot of players, but Hargrave was a big big addition, huh? Yeah, I'd say B plus. Yeah, we're about the right range. So hopefully there's more stuff happening. And free agency still going, and maybe, like you said, there's other people to be had and a kicker to look for. We'll see what happens, huh?
Yeah, well, that wraps it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.